Command Center. We are in Tamale North currently, and just a few minutes ago, Honorable Suhuyini finished casting his vote. And Honorable, did I hear you say 85% for the parliamentary this time around?
Well, in Tamale North constituency, inshallah, 85 for the parliamentary, 85 for the presidential. But generally, nationally, I'm predicting about 53% for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
But 4 years ago, you had more than the votes that were gotten for the presidency. What's making you confident that this time around it will be 85 for both?
I'm quite confident because if you look at the work that we have done over the years, the people have come to the understanding that most of them have been as a result of our relationship with His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, who has enabled us in many ways than one to carry out some of the developmental projects that we have been able to carry out in the constituency, even though we came into parliament in opposition. I mean, we won in 2016 when the party went to opposition. Many did not think that we could deliver the level of development that we have delivered in the area of health, in the area of education, in the area of sanitation, and in the area of social empowerment, youth empowerment, and the rest. And many of these things have been made easier for us because of the advice, the guidance, and sometimes the support of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And the people have recognized this. And so they think that this time around, it should be, I should be going together with His Excellency the President. I should be getting the same votes as they call him, my father, in the constituency. And that's why I'm quite confident that this time around, he may even do better than but your critics are also saying that you are not reachable in the constituency. They do not see you. There isn't much interaction between you and the people. What would you say to that? Well, I think that there's a very popular saying that every man is guilty of what he didn't do. Or what he hasn't been able to do. You are guilty of what you have not been able to do. What you have been able to do, it doesn't count. And to be honest with you, I consider it as coming from a place of love. When people speak like that, it comes from a place of love. Criticizing you is from a place of love? It's from a place of love, because sometimes I hear such criticisms from people who saw me a month ago. They would have met me a month ago or 3 weeks ago, but then they will complain that they are not seeing me. So the point is, in fact, in our campaigns, when I interact with them, all they tell me that we just want you to be sleeping with us in our house. That's what they tell you. Exactly. I mean, so that's what I'm saying, that it comes from a place of love. Because no matter how much I try to reach out to the constituents, and I have done that. I mean, in the last 8 years, there hasn't been a period where I have been away from this constituency for more than 3 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I'm in the constituency. I engage with the people. I visit the communities. I talk with them. But like I said, if I meet a group today, in about a month or two, if they don't see me, they'll start complaining. But you can imagine how large the constituency is. If I visited a community a month ago, and I was to do that, on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, the next time I will get back to that community would have been about 3 or 4 weeks later, and then you would have started hearing that, oh, we are not seeing you. But the point is, I mean, you know that even when I'm not in the constituency, I'm accessible on almost all social media and regular media platforms. So I am saying that when I hear these things, I take it as concerns. Not criticism, concerns coming from a place of love. And I'm telling you, I mean, we have videos of that. You get to the community and then you remind them that, they say, we haven't seen us. Then you remind them that, but a month ago we had this meeting here, and they say, but we just miss you. We want to see you. So the people just want you, for a lack of a better phrase, in their armpits all the time. Absolutely. I thank God for that grace, and I pray that God will continue to guide us and help us to, endure that expectations that people have of us. Let's talk about today's process. So far, so good for you? Well, at this station, which is my first station that I'm visiting this morning, so far, so good. And I don't know about the other areas. I've not received any, disturbing reports from my team that is on the ground. I have, however, noticed, the diabolical game that our opponents are playing. They have listed the numbers of some of my very key team members, and they are sending bulk messages around that they are with fans to give them transport, so they should call it. I mean, how how disingenuous can one be just so that you can win an election? But we are not surprised that the NPP is playing this game, this trick, because that's what they are known.
So you can confirm that you are not buying votes from anyone, you are not inducing anybody to vote for you?
In fact, if you engage the community and if you go on social media, you see how many videos and pictures are all over the place of them sharing 20 Ghana, 10 Ghana with their, ballot samples. You will see that about me. In fact, it's one of the problems that I have with my constituents, because I'd rather empower people and teach them how to fish than to give them fish to eat.
Okay. Honorable, Tamale has been recorded as one of the hotspots when it comes to elections in this country. So far, we've seen the presence of the police, but not the military. What's your expectation all through?
Well, from last night, we started getting reports, and I personally saw some of them. In fact, on this road, at about 10 p.m. yesterday, I saw a number of military men, myself, with their military vehicles, moving towards the Tamasco area. And many people expressed concern about the numbers of military men that they were moving yesterday and the vehicles that they were moving yesterday. I do not think it is a very good sign or good signal to send to the communities, because it has the potential of doing one of two things. It will either intimidate the people or it will provoke them. Either ways, you are not helping the process as we all expect it to be assisted for us to get the best outcome out of it. So I am quite happy that this morning I have not really seen the military around yet, but we also picked up signals that some people who are in military uniform, I don't want to believe that a disciplined military man will engage in that, but we picked up information that some people in military uniform had been put somewhere to print, ballot papers and stuff the ballot box, and then later cause confusion at certain polling stations and get the opportunity to swap the boxes so that they can rig the process. But I am very confident that our people are vigilant. I am just surprised that on the back of this information, when we requested for the serial numbers of the stamps that are used to stamp these ballot papers before they are issued to voters, the Electoral Commission was not forthcoming to give us that information, because that's the only thing you can use to verify if a ballot box has been swapped or not. But even though they are not giving us that information, we have alerted all our agents on the ground to take the serial numbers of the stamps that are being used to stamp the ballot papers before they are issued.
I'll quickly just ask you the last question. You've already hinted that you are predicting an 85% win for yourself.
Sure.
Honorable, what if you don't win this election? Would you accept the results?
There is only one outcome in this election in Tamale North constituency and in the region as a whole. Our team is either we win or we win. There's no complacency. There is no other way. We have done our work well, and we have done our research, and we know that we are winning this process. We are not even contemplating a loss.
Honorable Suhuyini, thank you so much for your time. This is still your election command center. We are still here at Tamale North, where a total of approximately 54,000 electorates are expected to cast their vote in this constituency. 4 years ago, Honorable Suhuyini won by some 64%, but he's predicting that this year he is going to win by 85%. And he's also predicting that for the presidential results as well, ex-President John Mahama would also garner some 85%. We are still on ground. We'll go to the other constituencies in this region and bring you more updates. Thank you very much. It is still your election command center. I am Cookie.